All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. Today's theme is something really powerful. And especially if you are a healer, especially if you're a coach, you might want to listen up. So, we're talking about the power of magic tribes. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because in a lot of the work that we're doing, in a lot of what we're creating, quite often we maybe at times we'll try and join communities, and somewhere we kind of what brought us in at some point will take us away. And then we kind of go into this lone wolf mode, we go into this solo mode, and we try to um, follow the system, or we try to create our own. And in a lot of this, what happens quite often is that we end up becoming alone, and many times we don't realize it. Many times we get caught up in our ego and don't want to admit that we are alone. So the reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because it's so important to be able to tap into the power of magic tribes. So I'm not just talking about, having community or being part of communities. Yes, those do play a role, but what's important is, and the question to you, of course, as a healer, the question to you as a coach is, are you part of magic tribes? So I've seen this over the many years that I've been doing this work, even when it comes to marketing, when it comes to learning, how do you market yourself? How do you, build communities? How do you create products? In all of this, one thing that has come to my attention, and one thing that I have understood from my own experiences, is that you succeed when you are part of magic tribes. And this is something that I have been very blessed, very fortunate to have been building over the last 2, if not 4 years, in a more focused way, definitely over the last 2 years, over many experiments over the last 6 years. And one thing I can definitely see and say to you is that, if you haven't already found your magic tribes, then now is the time to begin. The fact that you're watching this video, the fact that you're listening to this, means that somewhere you are looking for your magic tribes. And there's a reason also why I'm saying magic tribes, meaning in plural, because it's not just about one tribe that gives you everything. What's important is that when you're able to be part of magic tribes, you will get everything that you're looking for. So, as always, these pods have been created as a way for you to have this reminder that you're not alone. And my intention is, of course, to always remind you that on this journey that you're on, you're definitely not alone. And I'm here to remind you every single day. And I've been doing this now for closer to the last 3 years, every single day, just to remind you that, here is someone who is rooting for you. Here is someone who believes in you. And of course, apart from this way in which we connect, we do have our community sessions, and we do meet live every single week, every Monday and every Friday between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And on Monday and Friday, when we meet, this is your opportunity to meet me live. This is your opportunity to meet members of our community live. And the intention, of course, is that with the least amount of time, you're able to figure out, is this tribe your magic tribe? And if you believe that this tribe is your magic tribe, I'll also promise you this, that you will discover several magic tribes within this magic tribe. And the intention, of course, is for you to be able to experience this firsthand. One of the things that we have done, and remember, those who pay attention. So we do have a paid track in which you can discover, literally over the course of 3 days, you can discover this very important element of what makes magic tribes. And over these 3 days in the eye hypnosis life foundation program, you will be able to, not only connect with members of our community life, but you'll also be able to focus on three really important pillars and three secrets that will unlock during these 3 days. The first one, of course, is everything to do with your soul identity. A lot of times in the work that we do, we forget to ask the most important questions. And as a result, we are lost. So we end up doing the work, but very often when we're doing the work, we forget that, what is important is to understand that there is an identity that drives us. And unless and until we are aligned with that identity, unless and until we choose that identity, we're going to keep spinning in and out of orbit. So the moment you start to align to your soul identity, that is where the process of transformation begins. Of course, on day two, we do focus on the second pillar. And the second secret that unlocks here is, of course, everything to do with your toxic habits, especially in this work as a healer, in this work as a coach. The fact that you have decided to be here, there are a lot of times that what will stand in your way is toxic habits. And rather than trying to get rid of toxic habits, you will learn very, very simple ways to be able to literally let go of your toxic habits. And the third day is where we put it all together. Remember, the mantra is that until money is no object, money is the object. And by that I mean, if you are intending to be able to do this work, for the rest of your life, it is so important for you to be able to experience those money breakthroughs. And this is something that we focus on over the third day. And as you start to, go deeper into the process, you will let go of a lot of these old, limiting, minimizing beliefs and habits that you've had, especially when it comes to money. And by the end of these 3 days, there are two things that will happen. Either you can, again, realize for yourself that maybe this is not your magic tribe. But on the other hand, if you do recognize that something important, something powerful happened here, something magical happened here, then you can continue on. And what we do is, of course, we go deeper over the course of a 3-month process. We continue to meet on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And over the course of these 3 months, you will experience some truly massive shifts. Members in our community who've been around already have seen some truly amazing, life-changing, life-altering experiences, and the transformations that they've felt in their lives, whether it is in their own personal lives, whether it is in their coaching businesses, their healing businesses, and more importantly, in the lives of their families. They have seen massive shifts and even in their money breakthroughs. So all of this is designed as a way for you to experience something that's practical, experience something that is literally going to be with you for the rest of your life. And lastly, of course, if you feel that, hey, you know what, I want to take this, I want to use this for more people, I want to help more people, then remember, the simple way of doing this is tapping into our mastery program. And the mastery program, of course, is designed as a way for you to tap into all what I have been studying and learning and teaching and practicing for more than 20 years. So this is something that you will learn because I teach you this over the course of 90 days, and is designed as a practical, hands-on way in which you can learn it, practice it, test it out in the real world, and make this part of your day-to-day, just the way that you are and what you say and think and do. And of course, lastly, if you feel that you want to be mentored by me, then there is a program that we run, the personal coaching program, and seats do open up from time to time. So definitely do reach out and ask for more information. Of course, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, I will see you